Thank you very much. For those of you on Go TV, I would recommend watching the Fridge Magnet King himself. Simple. He's going to be having a look towards the fountain to see if anybody is going to show their face. He's taken the silencer off of his weapon.
Nice. I love doing that. It sounds so good. It sounds so good. We'll see if he can make anything happen with that. Now, it's a slow one here from DreamEaters. They're creeping their way through the fountain. Obviously, that was checked previously. NaVi's pacing in that sense is, for information, is a little bit faster than DreamEaters is moving, but now they start to move quickly. They want to burst into this A-bomb site. There are 3 players here to quickly respond to one of those, and he'll be tapping away with that USP. Non-silenced. Not really finding anything with it just yet, though, but Zeus certainly will. And it's looking like a pretty decent defense. Simple will get taken out. The bomb is on the ground now as DreamEaters try to buy their way forwards, but it is looking rather difficult. Now just down to Kinky. Can he get anything? No, absolutely not. So DreamEaters try to burst with no warning onto the A site, but they can't gain the ground they need.
Good start for NaVi on their pistol round. I had an interview with Desherto some weeks ago where they completely misquoted me and made a thumbnail quoting me as saying Simple is not the best, but actually what I was saying was, in terms of Go TV picks, I always pick Zipex because I think he is the best person for people to learn from by watching his demos, and I said that Simple is a player you cannot necessarily emulate because of the level of skill he has. Yeah, so I won't bother doing anything with them again or anytime soon. But Simple is very likely to be the best player in the world. And maybe we'll see some of that in this game of Overpass. Zeus will be in with the MP9. Sometimes it's an MP9, sometimes it's an auto shotgun for teams who have players in this position on the second round. Zeus fancying the MP9. We'll see what he chooses to do. He's got some timing. See how he's not just looking down the other end all the time. He's playing to the strengths of his weapon. Speaking of which, the HE might help. He doesn't know, though, the situation towards short. Kranz just caught Kranz walking, and here comes the sandwich. That is the worst-case scenario when you're side. The door is open. They're pushing short B as well. Not much you can do in that situation.
Okay, so pretty simple start so far. Easy 2-0. Looking really clean. And DreamEaters going for that full buy. Well, I say full buy. Of course, I'll be spending everything, but it's not going to feature 5 AKs. It's not going to feature an AWP or even the full utility. But hopefully, it will feature some frags as far as DreamEaters are concerned. And they will be up against the MP9s and the FAMAS. So NaVi, realizing that a buy will be out in this round, they should try to activate those MP9s in a way that gets them, or levels them out against the AKs in the sense that obviously you don't want to be fighting the AKs where the AKs are strong and the MP9s are weak, so looking for those closer engagements. The MP9s are really good at defending or helping to defend these fast pushes on bomb sites, which it looks like might happen here from DreamEaters. In close ranges, you got a really fast movement speed with the MP9. Pretty damn good run or accuracy on the spray when you're running.
Watch out for that train, bros. The grenades will go in before the train. Telegraphing what they're doing because they're doing it from so far away, so the CTs can post up and just wait for them to make their way in. You can see them behind the smoke grenade. Flamey, though, unable to get anything out of it. You thought maybe the CTs would get some more, but not quite, despite the telegraph positions. DreamEaters are on the side. The bomb's going to get planted. That HE could have done some more. Simple looking for another engagement. Forrester down to 2 HP. Does it continue to ring the bell through the wood on the bomb site? There's a pop flash for his teammate that won't be had, I don't think. Beautiful stuff from Electronic. There's a smoke grenade as well for these choke points, and both the DreamEaters players are outside the site, so they're going to go for the bomb instead of the choke point itself. The rifle's pulled out. Can Simple trade? He can't this time. Scat looking sharp in the third round.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Very important 2 kills there. He looked like Simple was ready for that one when he swapped over to the AK, and that will be a wipeout. But let's not forget, you know, NaVi, they kept a lot of the SMGs there, so they're going to be able to have enough to offer up a buy in this round, and they're going to want to do so. DreamEaters did go down to only a couple of players. Their economy is pretty weak, and that's a really nice spray transfer, finding the headshot fairly quickly on the second player. Simple is Sviat, so the start that DreamEaters need, but they still have a little ways to go. You want to win this round, convert on this one where NaVi are weak, finish them off in the following round where they're on eco, and then you got to start. Then you got some money to play with. Then you can really start to work them. So that's the objective to DreamEaters, finding their way to that position, but there's only 4 grenades left on NaVi at this point. So if DreamEaters play slowly, they should be able to exhaust the vast majority of the NaVi utility, which will allow an easier take on the bomb sites. But to mitigate this, NaVi are playing a forward 3-man setup towards the bathrooms. That's their gamble.
Where Forrest is positioned, you can Molotov the high and low ground in that area from over the wall. I always think that somebody from barrels should throw a flashbang and then throw the Molotov, so they're just standing in there not knowing what's going on. Never happens though. There's a trade from Sviat towards the long position, but you can see there's a bait set up from the CTs. Electronic hasn't activated just yet. He's got some sound cues as well. In the meantime, Crad looking for the gimmicks around a tunnel entrance. His teammate will get taken out. He's not showing anything just yet. He is carrying the bomb as well, so we've got Crad towards B and Sviat on A long. He needs to make a play. Electronic's only now activating, and they'll see that no one else is there, so there will be no rotation from NaVi. And there's all the information they need. Flamey can't cover. Beautiful spray from Crad.
That is a fantastic double. Boomich did great work in this round, getting information, getting kills. And this looks almost hopeless, but Krad's so ready for these shots. Now in the 1 versus 2, Zeus and Electronic swinging in. Got to predict exactly where Crad is going, what his play is going to be. He's going to go how far? Okay, he's going to go very deep here. He's going to hear that, oh, okay, he's heard the drop of Zeus, and he's going to hear him running up the stairs. He hears that metallic sound. This could be the way that Crad completes this clutch. It's perfect so far. They have no idea where he is. As he comes in from the back, he's got to find both players. Execute Zeus. 1 more to go as he hits up the reload. Flashbang out. Electronic hasn't got time at this point. Crad, I think he's done enough. Tries to find the spray to finish off Electronic, but what a beautiful clutch from Crad. From start to finish, laser focus, and he executes it perfectly.
That was looking like a really ropey round for DreamEaters. Electronic was really patient in the long toilets. If he had peeked earlier and picked the player off, then who knows what they could have done with the information, but indeed, there was a gap towards that monster position, and DreamEaters took that. They exploited that. We saw yesterday on Dust 2 that they're able to pull things out of the hat when they're in a bad situation. And they're in a good situation thanks to that play from Crad. NaVi don't have all the money in the world. Electronic's got his AK-47, but the average on the team is about $2,000. And it seems they're going to go for a force buy.
I have to say very quickly about that clutch from Crad. He looked, the fact that he took these shots instantly was so impressive, because sometimes you can kind of slow play yourself and think, okay, if I wait a little bit, but he just reacted. Like this shot here, just boom, just waited for the perfect moment. It was, or like he was always thinking about killing Zeus there. That is the kind of performance that they are going to repeatedly need, we repeatedly need to see if DreamEaters will win this series, James. So that is a very, very good sign.
NaVi on pistols. Feeling confident versus a much lower ranked team who continues to upset. I do wonder how far they will shoot up in terms of the rankings after this event.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah, that's a very good point. They have had such a run through the minors and into this stage.
Rank 19 at the moment, DreamEaters. DreamEaters, gatekeepers. Maybe more than that. Bomb's going to be collected and moves away from the B bomb site where 2 players will show presence at the short B position. That might make NaVi a little nervous. See some movement from Electronic. A pop flash for his teammates. Beautiful angle with that pop flash. And there's some much needed information. We've got a fast rotation towards the A bomb site, but the bomb is in no position to capitalize on that frag from Sviat at all. There is a trade, and they can't do too much. Boomich swinging wide. Left Crad on 23 HP. Simple's creeping. He's playing the long game, but his hand is forced. He's got an AK now as well. And a man advantage. Make it 2. Easy spray down for Simple. Now Vidak with an AWP. Simple will take that very happily. NaVi are back.
Yeah, you can see the sense of urgency from DreamEaters. After they lose a man towards B, they're like, all right, we've got to a forward player with a MAC-10 towards A. Let's accelerate the situation. Just run straight into the A side. Try to gain some ground. I think that first engagement with the MAC-10 took a little bit too long. And Simple, whenever he's in a position like this, you just know he's going to just finish the clutch. Yeah, beautiful stuff from him. Really clean. And he's going to be fired up, looking for a good performance today after the previous overpass. And that's perhaps one of the reasons why maybe NaVi picked overpass or played for overpass in the veto, is to kind of reset the map in their minds after having what maybe they considered was a bad result for them in terms of performance. This could be, the ginger, James. It could cleanse the palates as far as overpass is concerned.
Somewhere on YouTube, there's a tour of Simple's house, and he's a big fan of fridge magnets, which is why I call him the Fridge Magnet King. So if you're a fan and you're coming to the event and you're going to a team signing, bring a fridge magnet for Simple. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Tickets still available, major.starladder.com. They are running low, though. So if you're going to make your way over, book your tickets. 1 minute on the clock for DreamEaters with this very mixed bag force buy. Deagle's AK's the scout. Crad teased but punished by Simple. 45 seconds on the clock, the remainder of DreamEaters towards the monster position. I don't believe NaVi will make the same mistake twice. Zeus is in a good position to flash, but he doesn't have a flash. Now he could be in a good flank. Oh, never mind that. The HE grenade is going to be glorious, purifying the monster tunnel. However, there's still time for some evil. Flamey taken out. Boomich has a lot to do with this 20 seconds.
Yeah, he's looked good so far, and indeed, as you say, time is not favourable here for DreamEaters, and they're struggling. Zeus with that long-range MP9, finding lots of damage. Sviat even helping him, taking down Forrester, but a three-player survival for NaVi in that round is going to have their economy growing and growing as DreamEaters are struggling. And one of the things we saw from that clutch from Crad is that the clutches are great, but you do need to have some consistency in terms of getting advantages through your general T-side approach. Right now, NaVi seem to be fairly comfortable in just kind of playing passively. We haven't even really seen anything that aggressive from them beyond a pop flash here or there. We haven't seen them routinely taking deep positions, challenging hardcore and pushing connector or doing this. But obviously they're against pistols right now, and I'm sort of talking about buy rounds.
Yeah, I think in terms of strategical depth, DreamEaters is going to have some shortcomings when it comes down to even best practices towards these half buys. Some highlights there from Simple. AWP to be rescued. Electronic only losing an MP9 for that, so best man for the job. 5-2 for NaVi. A comfortable, deliberate starts. There was no hiccup, but they've got 3 rounds in a row now. However, it is buy time for DreamEaters. They've got about 4,400 per person, so they could have more, but it will do. A timeout for DreamEaters as they discuss the way forward. Again, NaVi having lost to an unlikely comeback from G2, it must be said. I think Lucky was 0-10 for a while in that game, so the turnaround from G2 was very impressive. But I don't think NaVi will be too upset today about that. Although, Simple did have that tweet, time to destroy. Well, it's not too late yet.
I feel like the approach from NaVi so far has been very measured, sort of what you would expect a team that's a massive favourite, the way in which they would play a map. When you take the aggressions, obviously it's a good map for it overpass, but it's good to just see how well your fundamentals do when you're just playing passively and seeing if maybe the other team just runs their defaults inefficiently. If you can get the advantages without taking risks, or that many risks, or have less risks in your play, and still win rounds, then just keep doing that. That's going to be the way forwards. So DreamEaters, they need to mix things up. They're going to walk most players towards bathrooms here, and interestingly, NaVi have actually invested more towards the B bomb site, just as I say that they've been playing quite standard so far. They will be rotating Simple back around towards A, but the timing of DreamEaters is quite quick towards A. They've walked almost all the way, and look at that. Simple is not ready for the timing whatsoever. There is a player very deep on A long, which perhaps DreamEaters might realize. They've cleared towards the bathroom, so they should suspect that there's got to be somebody around there. They are going to be trying to clear it, but Electronic, I think, has just evaded that.
Just missed the information towards long. Bomb being planted. Speedak is trying to cut off rotation. I don't know if his scope will be heard from that position. You can see Speedak's got a simple flick, but there may be a double peek actually. Image is moving into position as well. This is a very long rotation from NaVi. It's almost a role swap with the T's and CT's changing halves essentially. Oh, he has to get that one flamey, surely. Speedak's in a very strong position now. 4 versus 2 for DreamEaters. Zeus and Electronic. Their hands may be tied at this point. Speedak's been blown to pieces, but might be a question of damage now. It's too late to try and get a ninja defuse, so Zeus needs to move away before he dies to the bomb. Off he goes. Some late kills. However, that's a nice round for DreamEaters. They keep finding the gaps.
Yeah, that is very true. Like, that's very unfortunate for NaVi. Playing a setup like that against any conventional default is going to be very low risk, but because DreamEaters, as you say, you know, this is a round in which they pick just like a walk all the way up bathrooms. And obviously, you know, you do that as far as you can get away with it. But once you get as deep as they did, they're thinking, oh my God, we've actually nailed this. Really nice shot from Kinky, though. You can't expect, I think, such a lethal shot. Simple did not know what hit him. However, here is the time to stabilize. Simple playing towards that fountain, as you do with the AWP, the fallback as well afterwards.
It's so weird that Sviat has a Mac 10 here, because 2 of his teammates have got 1 kill each. He's leading the charge 8 for 7 at the moment. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to perform with the AKs in this situation. And it depends on their roles in the round, of course. And his one is Ruthless Aggression, it seems. 4 of the players have helmets, however, so his job won't be easy. There's a Molotov to stop rotations one way or another. You can see Nitro throwing that one for Team Liquid sometimes as well.
Pretty telegraph fake, it seems, from DreamEaters, even shutting the door. And Simple's looking ready, hits the shot onto Kinky, doesn't get the fatal connection though. Here comes the execution onto that bomb side, and it's looking pretty good. Sviat, once again, that Mac 10 really worth his weight in gold here. Sviat leading by example. NaVi well and truly shut out of this bomb site. So whether or not this was a telegraph fake or not, they've gotten the result that they wanted, which is a 4v3 after plant.
Yeah, what's strange about DreamEaters is that some of their plays are quite unorthodox compared to what you're used to seeing, which might be throwing people off. So the molly you saw for the rotation, I suppose, would normally be part of an execute where you're having people moving into the site and maybe your guy is holding the short B position or rotating in a little later is putting that molly in. But Sviat is he's the problem. They need to take care of Sviat because he is wrecking continuously.
Yeah, when your IGL is getting all the frags, so it's never a bad spot to be in. Well, actually, maybe it is.
As long as someone, I mean, lead by example, why not?
I mean,
gives you more room to shout at your teammates.
If some of your star players are more emotional, perhaps that it can be a bad sign if they don't get activated at some point. But I mean, this was just one of those rounds. This, you know, the Mac 10.
Jesus.
The Mac 10 is the gun for the job.
Yeah, I can understand that. He's like, what the hell? I think he's just triggered.
I also wonder if, for example, that round, because it looks so telegraphed, that fake, is that, you know, is that supposed to call into question it's a double fake, or am I overthinking it? It's hard to say.
That's so funny, man. He just got drive-by by a Mac 10. He's like, this is random. He feels like he's just been completely randomed out, but they've still got to buy around it, which is key. But I mean, it's just such a bizarre situation. 2 of the players have got two frags between them. However, somehow it's still 4-5.
The interesting thing too is that DreamEaters haven't been winning rounds with defaults either. They've been, you know, we had that walk through A, we had that kind of fake onto the A, on B, onto the A sides for the plan, but we haven't seen success from default, so it's hard to say where the consistency is just yet for DreamEaters. Simple could be a huge issue here with Electronic. This is such a deadly setup. We'll see if he can make it work. Flashbang out, he waits for the timing, takes the flash, and actually DreamEaters with the utility forcing back, done some damage as well as they fall back.
I think Simple may have been shot through the wall there.
Yeah, I think so too.
But The key thing for DreamEaters is that NaVi don't have position towards short B. They haven't gone for any kind of information play that I've noticed. You can see their passive position. So NaVi are playing without information. They've been pushed back towards the A site. There are smokes around the choke points at the moment. So DreamEaters could go A or B. And NaVi, they might have a read that it's likely to be A, but they really don't know for sure at the moment. Everything's gone quiet. And there are smokes going towards the balcony of the B bomb site, which is causing Zeus to wonder about rotating, but now the smoke's going on A as well, so what do they do?
Well, DreamEaters deciding to encroach and more flashbangs, denying Simple the peaks that he wants. He's going to be forced to hit some close range shots, but that's what he does best, and the time is really a huge issue. Floricel will spin around to take down Electronic, but too much damage has been done, and now Sviat needs to get something out of this. Needs some more headshots. A couple of seconds to go, and Simple will eliminate him. So a couple frags at the very least, but DreamEaters definitely with more to be desired there. I think if they had a bit more time, perhaps they could have played that a bit more calm, but the hand was forced, and that'll be 6-4 now for NaVi.
They pushed the CTs away. They denied the information. They had the flashbangs. But maybe they were too far behind the flashes, because you can see Simple just doing simple things on the A bomb site. 6-4, the score is still close despite all of this. And DreamEaters have a lot of utility. You can see Krad has gone for the UMP so he can get full grenades, and we've got the gimmicks. Smee will enjoy this. But again, if you get a frag from this position,
my God,
we won't make a connection. But I do wonder, if, when you hear that shot fired, what is the response from the CTs? You know where 4 of the 5 players are immediately. So sometimes you see teams take forward positions within a festival like a major. Perhaps people will be more risk averse on the CT side.
Yeah, I don't think NaVi didn't have anybody in a forward position to begin with, so I think they didn't have any free positions to take.
I feel like even the short B position, if you look at every round where that strat is executed and where the 5th player is, I don't know if anybody's ever like towards the short B area, for example. So maybe you could just run over there. Anyway, 50 seconds left. DreamEaters making inroads towards long. Krad had a look. I don't know if he saw anything, but he's waiting for a peek, so perhaps he did. Oh
my God.
Electronic walked straight into it. Krad makes it happen with the UMP.
I think Electronic was with you there, James. I think Electronic thought that he had not been spotted, but it looked like he had been, and that was his downfall.
There's still time on the side of NaVi. They don't have many grenades, however. Simple's got the only smoke grenade on the A bomb site, but the bomb's heading towards B in the meantime. Krad looking to rotate. Could have been a bunch for Flamey. He's got the information, but he needs to get that rotation on. Is there time for Krad to even activate? He's flanking. He's taking out Zeus on the A bomb site. The bomb's in front of B. Boomage has the angle. Just one, though. Does Simple go for the shot? Forrester jumps up to get slam dunked by Simple. Can he find Spiak down to the 9? 3 seconds hiding in the smoke. You're dying in smoke. DreamEaters win in the dying seconds of the round.
It looks ridiculous, but going in there with the knife is actually the best way to stop the plant. And obviously, though, that was not to be. Very nicely done. DreamEaters picking up more rounds here, and you know, Electronic is 1v1 there. I don't think that was really all that impactful that Electronic dies there, because ultimately the round was still, like, pretty much everyone on NaVi was on B. The push came into the B bomb side. I think really it's that moment where Flamey doesn't get more than 1 kill. That lineup looked like he was going to get 3. I was ready for 3 kills from Flamey there, but he was only able to get 1. DreamEaters have been responding really fast when those pop flash plays come in. They've been able to shut down the trade frags really quickly. So that's been one of the things that's really helped them out here against NaVi, and they are making this look really competitive. They've got 5 rounds, and they're threatening tying up the score here up against just pistols, and they're going for that classic anti-eco play. Everybody pretty much up the long position. NaVi playing everyone on A more or less, though, so NaVi are going to give him a fight, that's for sure.
Spiak having a look. Can often find people jump peeking behind the APC. The armored personnel character, for those of you. Carrier, not character. Armored personnel carrier. For those of you unfamiliar, that big van. Basically, with Optimus on the other side. Flamey's close to the Deagle. He's got a chance advantage. He's good for 1. He's blind for 2, though. DreamEaters will be able to take the side to see. They've got got a funky setup in front of it, but that will be dealt with quite swiftly, quite handedly. Only one player lost. We'll see what Zeus is able to do with the Honey Badger Deagle. Picks up some Kevlar as well, so we could consider saving it. Maybe he'll consider doing some damage slash stealing a weapon. Kinky with a little jiggle. Surely his use will walk to his doom. There we go. Never saw it coming. DreamEaters keeping the score close. This has to be worrisome.
Yeah.
I think DreamEaters are a lot of people 0-3, and in best of one
Again.
you just don't know. They keep surprising. It's just like, when is it going to end? Is the question.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And that's the thing. Like, again, the rounds that they have been winning, a lot of them aren't based off of defaults, and that's where most teams find their consistency. And so it's difficult to play against teams like that.
Look at this buy from NaVi. This is all over the place. Mag 7 out's never a good look. It's not original cobblestone. 4 players towards the B bomb side as a pop flash play to take the short B position. Can see Zeus in connector with the Mag 7. One of the T's will have to keep an eye on that and keep things honest. Boomich avoids the flashbang, and he'll avoid the response from the T side as well, apart from a spray through the wall. He's going to stay, he's going to hold his position. He saw Forrester, he's going to punish him. That's beautiful stuff from Boomich. That's exactly what they need, considering their shortcomings, the Mag 7 and so on, the lack of grenades. That's a fantastic play from him.
Yeah, he's been doing good work, and you can see that the expectation was that he would fall back. That's what the HE was there to deliver, and he has like 8 HP, and he's pushing that. What a mind game that Boomich is playing, and DreamEaters committing in towards the B bomb side now. Speedak has to make this work. He's got to get something out of this. Boomich has 8 HP by the barrels. He's extremely expendable at this point.
NaVi have got all the info. Look at the radar. Electronics in T-spawn. The wrap is here. They've made the forward plays. Zeus will get taken out in the connector position. Boomich will finally fall, but maybe he's done enough. Simple by the pillar. Flamey to support him. 35 seconds on the clock, and Krad's alone. He's going to run straight into the hands of Electronic from the back. Great play from NaVi, showing their strength in difficult times. But the thinking of Boomich is absolutely beautiful. Theoretically, he's forced to fall back after that first kill and being sprayed, which is why he goes forward, catches a play with grenades, and does so much for his team.
Indeed, it was a nice, very nice one. It's so funny when you watch Simple's POV, you always expect, like, he looks like, I mean, he's the most dangerous man in Counter-Strike, so I guess it's not unreasonable to expect carnage, but DreamEaters on the pistols now, and saving for that next round, keeping some in the bank for a rainy day. Electronic with a forward position here, and quick pop flash there through. Simple ready for it though. Flash goes beyond his position. So not much happening in favor of DreamEaters here. They really want to get a couple kills, at least one, just to keep the economy more honest of NaVi. You can see NaVi, they've got almost nothing in the bank. There's not much you can do about this position. Boomich knows that he's absolutely owned this one. Line up for him, finishes it off. Lovely start from Boomich.
Trigger discipline. Goes a long way in Counter-Strike. Last round of the first half. DreamEaters with 6 on the boards. You do wonder, or I guess you would expect the T side might be more difficult, but it's hard to tell actually. If you look at the way Astralis were playing against them and taking liberties on Astralis' CT side, then who the hell knows what will be more difficult. But 6 rounds on the board is, you got to be happy with that versus a team the strength of NaVi. I think it needs their options in the second half, but can they get another one? That's a good start. Flamey getting aggressive, getting taken out pretty handedly in the connector by DreamEaters. Now, Simple has some cover. He's got Electronic by playground, so he can stand here for as long as he wants. I'll take one shot and fall back. Now Speedak could be taken off guard, trying to trade the kill, but Simple will just deal with that. And now the trajectory of the grade will be seen by Electronic, and this round is about to fall to pieces for DreamEaters.
Yeah, the dynamic between Electronic and Sviat is really interesting, because Sviat is backing towards Electronic, who he doesn't check in time, he doesn't realize. So that's surely the round the bomb is lost in Electronic's hands. And this is not good. It's the last round, of course, and Kinky and Forrester. it's going to waste, if nothing else, Electronics wasted a huge degree of time, even if he dies. By the time they get that him, and now it's down to Crad and Forrester. They absolutely have to go for the retake. They are very out of position. All they have is a flashbang to work with and each other. And for NaVi, they've got 4 players to deal with 2, so there's going to be nothing unchecked here as far as they're concerned.
No one seems... Simple was posting up for Connector, but he's changed his position. Everyone's focusing... So I think there's... Okay, they're looking in the back. I was confused for a second there. Simples gets taken out. His use has gone beyond the angle in fact. Forrester's got to move forward quickly. Not enough time. And Crad comes in from long. Electronics check eventually. Big headshot from him. And it's a comfortable 16-7 for NaVi on overpass.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those games as well, again, where the class, the experience, you know, it comes through in the end for NaVi despite any troubles initially on that first